So 2 meters is about your height now. So you had that to a plot of land. So it decide that that goes into the earth. That's also now translated to, that's almost about the height of that building entirely sinking to the ground.
Wow.
To have that stability.
From an empty plot of land to a foundation of solid structure, a remarkable amount of hard work, determination and excellence has gone into bringing this vision to life. Standing proudly as one of the tallest buildings in Nkate Elegushi, we present to you Camberwall Advantage 3. Today, we are honored to have with us Builder Lukman, the lead builder at Camberwall Advantage 3. He's going to take us through the incredible journey of constructing this architectural marvel. Hello sir, how are you?
It's a pleasure to be here with you and in the studio.
You're welcome. So please, can you take us through the journey of Camberwall Advantage 3?
In life, you are on a journey. You should know the purpose behind that. You need to know the vision you have, and you need to know the destination which you are headed. Everybody know in this part of the world that the housing deficit is so enormous. At least to my last check, is about almost 20 million housing deficit units in Nigeria as of 2023. So it is actually based on this that Veritasi, they are poised to bridge the gap of the housing deficit in Nigeria. But you know, they cannot just bridge it alone. It's a collective thing. Putting up a masterpiece of the likes of Advantage 3 is a step forward in bridging that gap. Because you know, as they say, Rome is not built in a day. And if you have to embark on 1,000 miles, that's to begin with a step. I think about 24 units are in each. So that makes about 48,000 units. You know, that's still a patch, still a drop in the ocean compared to the goal of bridging the gap of the housing development. But you know, Veritasi is not relenting. We are not only just building structures for people for shelter. We have to give it to the CEO, to the Veritasi team, especially the CEO of Veritasi, to actually try and put up a masterpiece of that nature around that place. It's really a landmark. So sitting on 7 upper floors, it's truly on twin structures. It's really a master plan.
Amazing. I see that the vision that Veritasi has is in line. You know it, and this helps you also in your delivering of the project.
Definitely.
Amazing. What has been the highs and the lows since this journey began?
As a construction enthusiast, the lows, you know, you cannot have it all rosy every time. The highs for me has always been that, yeah, you look back and see where you were suffering in this mud and all that. Then it's all gloomy now. It's all very rosy now. Yeah. So you want to look back and see that monument you've been sweating for coming alive, coming to fruition. Some months back, I was out of the town. A friend of mine was just passing and he saw our poster there and just posted, snap and sent the head. He was saying, "You mean you actually built this?" You know, I'm off work. It was just my vacation period. So I was seeing this in my phone that we actually built this. It's actually one of the biggest structures around town.
Yeah.
You know, those are the highs. But the lows, you know, prices of material, they are something. At least the spiral inflation of commodities in this part of the world is something to be worried about. You know, you are not in this real estate industry. You have 1 or 2 things to combat with as a person living in this country. Yeah. Not just construction materials, even the foodstuffs and everything. Anything you can come by, the market has gone haywire, out of the roof. Those are the times that we have to pause the job and say, wow. So we have to sit back and write to the company, and you know, they can't just approve your paper once. They have to also do a due diligence check on theirs, and you know, you have to cross the I's and dot the T's and sit back as you meet at the point. So that really set us back on the job. They were able to reason along with you. They understand your pain, and at last we are back on site. Now we are all smiling. It's all finishing stages now. The first impression you will see is the painting. The final 3D is out on the external. Grading is all done on the external. The internal is also taking a whole new look, a whole new shape.
It's the tallest building. How many floors is it? what are the stability that you put in place to make sure that this, as tall as that building is going to stand the test of time? And also, what is the current stage of the project?
Yeah, even if you are going to on 1,000 story, you have to begin with the foundation.
Yeah.
The foundation of that job you are seeing is about 38 meters long. 38 meters long is a plot of land plus 2 meters. So 2 meters is about your height now. So you add that to a plot of land. I'm sorry to cite that goes into the earth. That's also now translated to, that's almost about the height of that building entirely sink into the ground.
Wow.
To have that stability.
We spent like 3, 4, 5 months, trying to make sure that the foundation is solid.
And I think you have about almost 85 points, piling points there. That's a great deal of work, engineering feats. So we have that driven into the ground. So before we now begin the structure, then the grade of concrete is second to none. It's grade 30. Most of the jobs that you have around is grade 20, grade 25, but the consultant on the job, they will not allow you to do any foul play on the job. Yeah. Which also we have a name also to protect. We are dishing out the property that will stand the test of time. Your building is meant to actually stand for almost over 50 years. But this we can guarantee any investor that at least we have it sitting over 100 years to come. So you cannot play with concrete. Your concrete will be interacting with the earth, and the soil characteristics of what we have in Lekki and Island. So it's salty. So you have to be very sure of the concrete because they come in contact with the earth while you are even up there in your living room or your tiles in your under your POP. So we ensure that all the concrete works are of superb quality. So we ensure that in our columns, they are robust columns. You can go back there and take a look on the car park. It's all fine and all. So we ensure that all these are good quality control was done during the construction. The carcasses alone is second to none around there. Anybody that will be going to Advantage 3 now will only be seeing the painting, but a great deal of work went into the carcassing stage, which is fighter. I want to really just comment on the painting, the quality of the paint that is really one of the best brands. Dulos paint will stand the test of time. It's not something you come back 1 year, some months, then you see it peeling off. We are doing all this to ensure that we give the client the best of the value that they paid for.
That is so beautiful. I can see that a lot of money was pumped into that particular project.
So basically, what actually makes Veritasi to consider us as a preferred choice for contracting is every output has their processes and procedures. Part of the procedures and processes are the human aspects that are there, that are inherent in them. And it is a quality, what you don't have, you cannot give.
Yeah.
A building cannot be standing if the quality of the artisans and the engineers behind it is zero. So that's why at Veritasi we try to source for the best. Even the artisans, is a great deal of effort for us to have the kind of people working for us, and to also ensure that we give the best that the clients usually want, which is the quality. Thank you.
It's been so great having this session with Builder Lukman. I'm sure with this the progress reports with Camberwall Advantage 3. Thank you so much, Builder Lukman. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
You can always call on me every time we are available. If I'm not on site, I will be available to.
We'll hold you to that. We'll hold you to that. Thank you so much. Till next time, Veritasi Homes, the brand you can always trust.